right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Jeff. And where our mission is to share impactful information with guest speakers from all walks of life, all over the world, to give you empowering tools from their experiences, their battles in the comeback, how they found their purpose in the mess. Like many of us out there looking to do what we're supposed to do, know we're meant for more, and not sure what to do, man, you're in the right place. If you're looking for some answers, if you're looking for some humility, some purely authentic information, then you're as I said, you're in the right place. And my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm known as the Comeback King. And I got that name from folks that have seen me go through my life journey, just like many of you, all the ups and downs, but we keep moving forward. We take another blow, we get back up. We take one more blow, we get back up. It's not how many blows you can take, it's what you do after you get hit, baby. Oh, man, I believe it's Sylvester Stallone, I guess. Hey. But anyway, I'm here today just to kind of tie into something I talked a little bit about last night. And, we're coming out of a really crazy experience at the end of last week. I think it was last week, weather-wise. Right? And man, if you haven't heard, Houston we just got spanked by this crazy tornadoes, I guess a series of tornadoes, and man, it just lit up everybody and everything went black in a lot of places. And this morning, it's funny, my wife and I were sitting down going through our reading, and it was about let there be light in God's first words. And first of all, hey, look, I'm not here to preach to you today. I'm not here to judge you today. Whatever you believe is cool with me, right? I believe that the whole piece of meditation and spiritual and all that stuff can be used in all types of ways to help us become better people, to help us take what lessons we can and begin to learn to love and serve people, right? So wherever you are with that space, man, I'm cool with it. All right, I want you to know that. And so, I believe that the information can help anyone. So anyway, we were talking about it, and there was something about, and I put it in the chat or in the description. I believe it was the prayer, where it's a daily prayer, and then we go through a series of exercises. And let me see if I have it handy here. And I'm just going to share this, and then we're going to kind of get to why I'm here today. But so when Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And man, I was thinking about that this morning because, like I said, there's so many people in Houston without power, right? They can make light with candles. They can make light with their phones. They can make light with fire, right? And so it made me think about, man, and listen, this is just according to how life is, right? And what light am I following? What message am I following? Whose word am I following? And is it helpful to others? So those are questions that I have for you today. Those of you out there that are seeking your greatness, those of you out there that know you are meant for more, and you're willing to pay the price, because you got to do some work to get to where you want to go. Out there, who is it that is that lighthouse? All up and down the East Coast years ago, the lighthouse was that sign when you've come all the way across from Europe, man, and we were almost there. Can you imagine traveling that way? Well, listen, that's a whole nother story, because my people didn't come over here that very nicely. Anyway, I gotta stay focused, right? So I say, but it's all about what light and focus that you can get on the direction you want to go, right? And some of the things I wrote down, I made a couple of notes here, and light could be meditation, it could be prayer, it could be mentorship, it could be your spouse giving you some loving direction. And fellas, we need that, right? We need plenty of that from our spouses. Well, I don't know about you, but I do know about you. We all need it, right? And just those are just a few things that can be light for you. And some of it is a burning desire that is inside of you, right? That thing that really is required if you really want to go to the next level. If you really want to do the things that are miracle-based type things, that feel like it anyway. You have that burning desire where it's non-negotiable. If it scares you, you do it anyway. If you made a mistake, you get back up and do it again. Not the same thing, hopefully, but you keep moving forward. And if you get rejected, man, and rejection is such a hard, powerful thing, you shake it off and you keep moving, baby. And listen, I can sit here and tell you about all those things and how easy it is, but it's not been easy journey for me, man. And emotionally, I'm in a kind of tough spot. Not, it comes and goes. And, just feeling the loss of a loved one too, and then a buddy, a brother of 30 years has passed. So, those things come and go, man. Those feelings come and they go. And I know I'm not the only one. So if you're out there, my encouraging words, as I said last night, is don't suffer. Don't pretend like it doesn't matter. Don't pretend like it doesn't feel bad. Don't pretend like you're not hurting. Learn how to hold still. Feel that emotion. Feel that pain. Feel that joy sometimes. Feel whatever it is. You'll get to move forward to the next level. Right? And it takes time. It really does. And I know that. And it's kind of where I am emotionally in that space. And the good news, though, is I know, as I've said to you before, that if I practice this piece on holding on, if I talk to you guys about it, and then if I reach out and say, hey, anybody else out there feeling that way, let's talk about it. You don't have to be alone, man. I'm already feeling better, right? I mean, and kind of moving back into the flow of having our guests come on. So I got a powerful young lady coming up on the 23rd at 11 o'clock from the Carolinas, and she has a great podcast and author and a message around forgiveness. And I mean, just a true energy person, boy. I mean, so you want to make sure you don't miss that. It's this Thursday, 11 o'clock Central. Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms that you can get your hands on to get up here and see the show, right? So as I sit here talking to you today, man, I've got a lot of stuff swirling around in my head. And just because I'm in the middle of the storm, right? Where physically, I'm getting better, becoming more patient. I was coming up on a year since my prostate surgery, and I have another appointment coming up, I think Thursday. They check my blood work every 4 months, and the last two have been perfect and on point. So I'm expecting this one to be the same. But I got to be honest, there's a little bit of apprehension around that. But I do, as I said, I've learned to set the expectation. And so that's going on. And then, I'm figuring out what the next piece of the business is going to look like on our platforms. And, people are asking how we're going to continue to help them. And yes, we're going to be here to do that. And it's just so many things that I want to be able to do to provide the light for those of you out there looking for someone that, I'm not made for everybody. But I know there's a few people out there like me that can take the truth with love, tough love sometimes. Man, what excites me is the things that people tell me about how they feel after talking to me, how they feel about themselves after talking to me, how more confident they are, right? And listen, when they talk about talking, I do mostly the listening, right? Let you talk yourself through the things that are there and come to your own answer most of the time, man. So it's just a great experience to have that opportunity. So I say that to you, my information. I'm going to put it up here now. Excuse me. My voice is a little shallow. We were out exercising again, and I'm still trying to catch my breath. Oh, man. Yeah, it gets better, baby. So I've got it rolling across the bottom, contact information for me. And when you hear this later on, hear this recording, I encourage you to tell me, what is it? What is your life? What are you walking towards? And is it going to help others? Right? If you're not sure what it meant, figure out something you want to do that's going to help other people, and you'll find your way. I'm not saying give away all the things I'm talking about. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a gift that can help someone else. I believe it to be true. I say it all the time. And you know it too, right? You know you have one. Stop hiding. Stop ignoring it and get busy doing it. Walt Disney says, stop talking about it, be about it, get it done, right? Done is better than perfect for you folks out there that are seeking perfection. Yeah, I know. That was kind of a tough one. So I do want to ask the question I always ask, and you can see this mirror behind me. So how was it this morning as we get to kind of wrapping this up? How was it this morning for you? Who was looking back at you? Were you happy to see that person that was smiling back at you, or was it the person that was looking at the ground because it didn't want to look back at yourself? Or you kind of in the middle, like I am, just kind of not going through the motions, but doing the practice. And then the practice, that 2-a-day practice session. Anybody know about athletes in football? There's this 2-a-day training session, in the morning and in the afternoon. It is a grueling process. So I'm in the grueling process of change. I'm in the grueling process of growth. I'm in the grueling process of surrender to some things. So, but I know this. I keep showing up, keep doing the next thing, keep asking for help when I need it. We're going to get to the other side. So, let me see if I had anything else here. Og Mandino had a great book. And if you haven't, it's the greatest salesman. And it talks about persistence. And my mentor talks about it all the time. He talks about, man, persistent until you win. Be persistent until you win. Be persistent until you win. Now I want you to do that and then become consistent with that. Because consistency is the compound factor. Right? I mean, that's what gives you the 10 times more growth and more power is when you become more consistent on all the difficult things, all the struggling things that you have. And it's not fun. It's not pretty. It's not sexy. But think about the time you've been through all those things and you got to the other side, how you felt about yourself. Right? And that's what we're talking about here today. Stop that stinking thinking. You do that. I always say, and I always ask you to do this. When you hear this show, give yourself 7 days and pay attention to the conversation you're having with yourself about yourself. And begin to really just start to change it one piece at a time. One step I always say is first is you become aware of it. 2, before you've said it out of your mouth, before that thought becomes word, stop. And then number 3, as you stop, begin to replace it with I can, I am worthy of success. Nothing will stop me from reaching my destiny. I will not be denied. Oh man, I am worthy of success. Nothing will stop me from reaching my destiny. I will not be denied. You find the words that you need to remind you that you are worthy. And the past, I don't want to say the past is the past, but you got to work on what's in that baggage. You got to get that baggage out. And we help people do that. And then you move forward, baby. You keep showing up. So I want you to have a fantastic Tuesday. Put it on your calendar, mark your calendar for this Thursday at 11 o'clock Central. Nicole Harvick, man, she was a guest on some time back and lit it up, and she's going to do it again. So you want to be there. And remember this. If the light you're following is leading you down the dark road, you better turn around and go the other way. Let me say that again. I kind of like that. If the light you're following is leading you down the dark road, and turn your butt around and go the other way. Seek the light that feels good to you. Seek the light that speaks to your heart. Seek the light that you know is meant for you. And keep on moving, baby. Stop that stinking thinking. And we'll see you in a couple days. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Appreciate everybody for asking about how we're doing. We're doing fine down here in H-Town. Bye-bye.